dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss about first form of business organization, that is sole proprietorship. As I have explained you in introduction class of this chapter, there are 5 forms of business organizations. First one is sole proprietorship, second one is joint Hindu family business, third one is partnership, fourth one is cooperative societies, and fifth one is joint stock companies. In that, first one is sole proprietorship. As name itself tells or explains, sole means single and proprietorship means ownership. Hence, this business is formed or started and run by a single person. All the decisions of this particular business will be taken by a single person. Okay. So, what are the features? Keep in mind the features, the points or headings are repetitive in nature in case of all the forms of business organizations, but the explanation should be different. What it means if you are writing the features in sole proprietorship also, formation and closure point will come, liabilities point will come, control point will come, but the explanation is different in each and every form of business organization. First of all, formation and closure. First point is what? In features. Features mean what is the nature, what are the features? Okay. First one is formation and closure. Second one liability. Third one sole risk bearer and profit recipient. Fourth one control. Fifth one no separate entity. Sixth one is lack of business continuity. These are the 5 points. First of all, formation and closure. How to form the sole proprietorship? See, there is no separate law for sole proprietorship. This is the first point. There is no separate law for sole proprietorship. But in case of joint stock company and in case of partnerships, we have a separate law called Partnership Law or Partnership Act and Companies Act. Companies Act 2013 is there. These are the acts or separate laws are there. But in case of sole proprietorship, there is no separate law. So, the person who is going to start the business with legal permissions, fewer, sometimes legal permissions are required in some type of businesses, but in case of many businesses, legal permission is also not required. He can easily form the business or start the business. And in case of closure also, if he is facing any loss, he can easily close the business. There is no need to take permission from somebody else. But it is not same in case of other forms of business organization. Why? Because many people are investing in your business. Here, you are only investing in your business. You have to pay the loans. You have to repay your debts. You are solely responsible. So, you can start the business. You can close your business when you wish as per your profits and losses. Okay. Then, second point is liability. Liability is unlimited here. Liability is unlimited. First point you have to remember is in case of sole proprietorship, liability is unlimited. What do you mean by unlimited liability? Keep this in mind. You are starting one business. You have 20,000 debt in your business. That means what? Loan in simple words. You have taken or you took loan from the bank 20,000 rupees or somebody else 20,000 rupees. Now you are unable to pay that loan. You don't have the capacity to pay the loan because you are not gaining profit in your business. And the assets are worth only 15,000 rupees. 15,000. For example, in your business you have assets which are worth rupees 15,000. Now 20,000 is the loan, 15,000 is the value of assets which you have in your business. Then the person who has given loan to you, creditor, okay, he can take your personal property to cover his loans. That is called as unlimited liability. Understood? In simple words, you have 20,000 loans, but assets which are there in your business assets are only 15,000. But 5,000 is remaining. The creditor or the bank which has given loan, it can cover that loan from your personal property. Any personal property worth rupees 5,000 it can acquire. It is called as unlimited liability. Understood? The business losses can be covered or business debts can be covered from the personal property. Third one is sole risk bearer and profit recipient. In meaning only I have told you, sole means single. If there is a loss in business, he is responsible. If there is a profit, he is going to enjoy that profit. No one is going to take share of that profit, or no one is going to come to share his losses also. He is the sole. Sole means what? Entirely. He has to bear. Okay? He has to bear that risk or loss, and he has to enjoy the profit. If there is an unlimited profit of millions, trillions, then also he is the only person who is going to enjoy. And if there is a loss of crores together, he has to face that. Okay? Then control. Who has the control over the business? Only single person has the control over the business, because he is investing everything. So he is the decision maker. Control means what? He is framing the rules and regulations for his business, and he is taking all the decisions in his business. Nobody else will involve or control him in taking the decisions. Understood? Then no separate entity. No separate entity means I have explained you in case of liability only. What do you mean by no separate entity? Business person and that business are considered as one entity, no separate entity. They are considered as one person. Now, if I am running my own institution or my own tuition classes, my tuition classes and me, both are considered as one. There is no separate entity. But if I am a owner of company, many shareholders are there. Okay, I am different and that company is different. Two separate entities. Okay, but here no separate entity means what? That owner of that sole proprietorship and that business is considered as one entity. There is no separate entity or no separate identification for them. Understood? No separate identification is called as no separate entity. Next point is lack of business continuity. Now, we have to compare here. If a person has started a joint stock company, if he has started a joint stock company, he has many shareholders with him, he has CEO, manager, many persons are involved in it, and in case of sole proprietorship, he is the only one person and he is taking all the decisions. Understood? Now, if anything happens, okay, if any bad event happens in that person's life, mishappening, okay, if anything happens in his life, then that business will not continue. Means what? If the death of sole proprietorship, or if he is mentally disturbed after some years because of stress or because of some reasons, his health is not good, he is not capable, he is not in a position, incapable to do the business, then that particular shop will be closed if his family members are not involved in it. But in case of other business forms like partnerships or partnership, joint stock company, other members or shareholders will continue that legacy. Understood? This is called as lack of business continuity. See, in features, some positive points are there, some negative points are there. Features means it is not like positive or negative. It is like how it works. Understood? These are the 6 points. Now comes merits and demerits. What do you mean by merits or advantages? If they ask you in exam merits or advantages, you have to write the positive points only. And if they ask demerits or limitations, you have to write negative points. Understand this point first. Okay. Now, you have learned what is the meaning, what are the features. On the basis of that, you can think what are the positive points of sole proprietorship. You know that he is enjoying all the profits, he is taking the decisions, there is no legal formalities. All these are some positive points. On the basis of that only you can write the answer. Now, quick decision making. Understood? We have discussed here. Decision is quickly taken in case of sole proprietorship. Why? Why? Because he is the only person and he need not to take permission from any legal bodies or anybody else. There is no partner, there is no other member. So he can take the decisions quickly and he can implement the decisions effectively. Understood? Then confidentiality of information. Confidentiality means keeping the secrets. When you are doing things by your own, there is no other person with you. If you are ready to keep that secret with you only, then there will be confidentiality. Confidentiality is needed in business or not? Tell me, is confidentiality required in business? Answer is yes. Why? Because your competitors may use that and they may gain more profit if you are implementing some ideas in your business. Okay. For example, how to advertise, how to market. You have some ideas in your mind, you are giving some discounts, offers. Now, if you tell that to everybody, if you are not keeping that with you, then they may use that for their profit. So, confidentiality is high in case of sole proprietorship because he can keep the things with him. But in case of partnership, other partner may tell to his friends or her friends. That may happen. So confidentiality of information is there. Direct incentives means what? I am working for myself. If there is a profit, I will enjoy entire profit. But in case of company, what happens? Company gets profit and then it will give dividends to its shareholders. Then it will pay salary to its employees. All these processes are there. So you will not get the incentives directly if you are working with other people. But if you are working for yourself, you are the only person, you will receive the incentives directly. If 10,000 profit is there, the entire 10,000 is yours. Understood? Then, sense of accomplishment. This is very important. Sense of accomplishment means what? If you are working for yourself and all the decisions are taken by you and you are taking the risk, you will feel satisfied. Sense of accomplishment is nothing but satisfied. You are satisfied because you are happy with what you are doing here. All the decisions are taken by me. If it will result in loss or it will result in profit, it has done by me. So I am solely responsible for that. That particular accomplishment is there here. So that is called as sense of accomplishment or satisfaction. Sole proprietor is having sense of accomplishment or satisfaction. Then ease of formation and closure. In feature only I have explained you. Formation and closure is easy. Why? Because there is no separate law, there is no separate legal formalities. You should not take permission to close and there is no partners. So if you are facing the law, you will close. But in case of partnership, if there is no means what? Difference of opinions are there. If there are difference of opinions, you cannot close the business. It is not same in case of sole proprietorship. Then comes limitations. Limitations are the negative points of sole proprietorship. Now you have learned features and advantages or merits. Now think about it. What are the limitations? First one is limited resources. All the resources. Resources is not only raw materials, human resource, technology, everything. Resources are of many types. First, take raw material. If you are doing business by yourself, you are a single person, so you can invest less money in your business, small amount of money in your business. So, limited financial resources, you are the only person doing the business, so lack of human resources, so lack of ideas are there. Then, you don't have access to many technologies because of lack of money in your business. You cannot buy more raw materials, cannot store the business. When 10 persons are working, they can work with more resources. They can put more effort. That is the limitation, limited resources. It may be human resource, financial resource, many types of resources are there. Okay. Limited life of business concern. Here only I have explained you lack of business continuity. Same example, same explanation should be written here. Limited life of business concern means after the death of that particular owner, or incapability to do the business with his age or with some diseases, if he is mentally incapable to do the things now, all these reasons are there, then he cannot continue the business. Okay, then unlimited liability. I have explained this point here in features. Liability is unlimited. Means what? If there is a loss in business, you have to pay the debt of 20,000 and you have only 15,000 assets in your business. The person, the creditor who has given the loan or the bank can acquire your personal assets also. It is called as what? Unlimited liability. It is negative point in case of what? Sole proprietorship. Why? Because if all the personal property like your car, your house or your furnitures will be acquired by the creditors of the bank who have given the loan to your business, then you will be left with nothing. Okay, then limited managerial ability. Why limited managerial ability? Only one person is there. He has to manage the business. He has to do all the works of manager, then accountant, okay, supplier. Sorry, supplier means what? The person who is, we can say salesman. If you have a shop, for example, okay, if you have a shop, you are doing the work of manager also. You are doing the work of accountant also. You are taking the decisions also. You are managing the finances also. Then you are doing the work of salesperson also. You are showing the products. Understood? Sometimes you can appoint the salesperson, but initially I am telling. So all the things you are doing, you cannot appoint a good manager who is qualified in managerial skills like MBA or MCOM or CA. You cannot appoint them because you are having limited resources. You don't have much financial resources here. So limited managerial abilities. Managerial abilities are less compared to big companies like joint stock companies. In joint stock companies, MBAs in human resource, MBAs in finance, CAs are there. They are taking effective decisions. And you may be educated, but you are managing many things. Understood? So the decisions are not effective many times. So you cannot compete with those big companies in case of sole proprietorship. These are the limitations. Okay. We'll sum up or we'll conclude once. First of all, what do you mean by sole proprietorship? Sole proprietorship is nothing but single trader business. Sole means single and proprietor means owner. Then features are formation and closure, liability, sole risk bearer and profit recipient. Then control, no separate entity, lack of business continuity. Positive points and negative points, quick decision making, confidentiality of information, direct incentives, sense of accomplishment, ease of formation and closure. Ease means easy. Okay. Then limitations are limited resources, limited life of the business concern, unlimited liability, limited managerial ability. See where limited is there, where unlimited is there. You have to understand, then you have to write. If you are just finding the things, it is of no use. You have to understand the things first. Education is about knowledge. It is not about marks. Okay. Thank you.